I'm Lee from the Oshkosh Beer Blog.
I'm Adam from McKnight Carlson Wines.
And before we start, I have 2 questions for you.
Shoot.
So, do you like pumpkin beers?
No. Is the short answer.
Perfect.
I like a good German Oktoberfest.
Well, it's September now, so
Okay, so we're getting closer.
Yeah, we can drink pumpkin beers without being ashamed of ourselves.
Okay. No, if the distributors had their way, it would be what, July, middle of July? July 4th would be the kickoff of pumpkin season.
I think I saw my first pumpkin beer. I think it was the second week of July.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, they come out early. So if you had to guess, which pumpkin beer is the highest rated pumpkin beer, or which brewery in Wisconsin makes the highest rated pumpkin beer? Could you venture a guess?
Highest rated, what do you mean by that?
So like on Beer Advocate, they do a list of the 100 top pumpkin ales in the world. And there's one in Wisconsin that's number 6 on that list.
Number 6.
From a Wisconsin brewery.
Okay. If I had to take a guess, I would say Stevens Point Whole Hog Pumpkin Ale.
I think you cheated.
I did not cheat.
There it is.
All right.
The number 6 rated pumpkin ale in all the world is from a mile north
I
of
had
here.
heard that at some point in the past. So.
I thought I was going to stump you on that one. Very good.
I was thinking it could be Lakefront makes a pumpkin that they do a brandy barrel aged version of it, and that was
up
really
there
highly
too.
rated too.
Central Waters, Happy Heron, the barrel aged.
Headless Heron.
Yeah, Headless Heron. And who else? Oh, I can't remember if Nuclearis Pumpkin Pie Lust was in there. I don't think that was.
I didn't care for that beer.
Well, thank God I didn't bring that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is out of Stevens Point Brewery. A pumpkin ale, 7.5% ABV.
So, and apparently in years past, and this year they'll be making some barrel-aged one-off versions of this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think in bourbon barrels and I think rum barrels. So, not that it wasn't intense or sweet enough.
So, nice hazy kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of
amber colored beer with a tan
kind of
head.
like cidery almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So, right off the beginning, I get more of the cinnamon. That's what I get. The big thing.
Well, you know, like there's that pre-made pumpkin pie filling.
Yeah.
You crack the can. That's exactly what this smells like. Just kind of the melange of.
And this isn't just spices. It says they're brewing it also with real pumpkin. But
I was gonna say I get a pumpkin puree kind of note to it. It has like that. I don't know.
I mean, there's definitely something like kind of fruity coming up.
Sure,
and I'm assuming that's from the pumpkin.
I get kind of like earthy meets fruity or fleshy kind of vegetable type.
You know what I get is cinnamon graham crackers.
Mm.
Like it's got that toasted malt character to it that, along with that cinnamon, really reminds me of that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit thin, honestly.
Well, you know what it kind of reminds me of? You know how like a Belgian double can taste sort of like light-bodied? It's got that kind of carbonation.
Yeah, it does.
It's not like... So my problem with pumpkin beers is like things like Southern Tiers, Pumpkin, where it's this saturated kind of like really thick beer.
Sticky.
Yeah, that you can't drink.
You want your pumpkin beers to be sectioned.
I want to be able to.
He wants to have a couple.
Session my 7.5% ABV pumpkin beers.
It's not bad. Frankly, it's probably very good for somebody who likes pumpkin beer.
I don't normally care for pumpkin beer, but I really like this. I think it's a nice drinkable beer.
It's not cloying at all.
Yeah, and what I kind of like too is it cleans up.
Yeah.
Like you're not left with just this overwhelming like pumpkin pie taste in your mouth.
Exactly. Yeah, it does have a clean finish. And it's really good, and you can tell it's well-made beer too. It's not just like a sweet mess.
Well, I've heard people criticize some of the Whole Hog series of beers that they don't go big enough.
Yeah.
I think this is a case where they went just big enough.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, they're releasing the barrel aged versions, which I'm sure add another layer of complexity yet.
I'll have to look for those because I haven't seen any of those around.
I don't know for certain if they package them. I know it's definitely on draft for sure, but not sure about package.
So here at Gardina's, do you carry any pumpkin beers?
Yes.
You say that
not begrudgingly. I mean, there's from a business perspective, there's a big demand for pumpkin beers in Oktoberfest, and it's fun to give some a try. We'll do Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale, which just arrived. We've done Tyranita's Painted Ladies pumpkin, and I think that's it for now. But we've got a number of Oktoberfests as well, which is kind of more what I'm into. But
so, when the beer buyer is not into the style.
Oh, I'm sorry, and we did have a case of this as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, which still may be on the shelf over there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Oktoberfest is, I think, more fun.
Well, and now that it's September,
yeah,
we don't have to be
bashful.
I mean, I saw my first Oktoberfest this year. I think it was July 24th.
That's insane to me.
And it was like a really hot week. You don't even think of drinking that kind of beer at that point.
No.
Well, maybe some people do, but
absolutely not.
Yeah. So overall, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
With a whopping 10 IBUs.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it say what it's spiced with?
I think it said cinnamon on there. They have some intensely small lettering that's in
Pumpkin
cursive.
pie spices with hints of all natural cinnamon and nutmeg. Pearl hops, perfectly balanced with Munich malts and toasted caramel malts.
Yeah, that Munich really comes up, and I think that's what I like that works so well with that cinnamon.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not my style of beer, but I like this one quite a bit. I was
not
surprised.
Like I said, it's not. The sweetness is what gets me with most pumpkin beers, and this is not sweet.
Well, I'm somewhat disappointed because my whole point in picking a pumpkin beer is I thought we could just torture you with this, but oh well, we'll have to try again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to break out a Pilsner or something.
Hey,
I kid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, a couple things before we wrap up here. So Friday, September 11th, Bare Bones Brewery in Oshkosh is going to have their grand opening. That's going to go from 3 to 9 p.m. They're going to have a pig roast. They'll have pints of their own beer for $2.
How many beers are they pouring over there now?
Right now, they have 3, and I think they started with the amber ale. They did a pale ale, and then last week they brought on a cream ale. And those 3 are still pouring. And I think this week or next they're coming out with an alt beer.
Really?
Yeah. So those will. I don't know about the alt beer, but the other 3 will be available or should be available.
I've been not to interrupt you about the grand opening, but I've been surprised at how quickly they've gone to market with all their beers on draft. I mean, I've heard one person was telling me that they have their beer on tap in Fond du Lac already, and it's a number. I mean, we have it on tap currently.
Well, they got picked up with Lee Beverage is doing their distributing, and there's been pretty good buzz about the brewery. You know, so I can see why people are kind of.
I mean, kudos to them though. I mean, they said we want to brew beer. They started brewing beer, and now it's in the market.
They're doing a good job.
That can't be easy.
So that's Friday. Their grand opening will be Friday, September 11th from 3 to 6. And then the following day is Saturday, September 12th. Right, I'm sorry. The Bare Bones is 3 to 9, their grand opening. But the following day, Saturday, September 12th, Dublin's is going to have their craft beer festival, which we talked about with the guys from Dublin's a couple weeks ago. That's from 3 to 6. Tickets for that are $20 in advance. Great deal.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or $25 at the door. So either way, that's...
Well, they said they do that bottled beer sale afterwards as well, which I know a few people who've taken advantage of that in the past for good deals for good beer.
So, and they don't make it, it's totally non-for-profit on their side. All the money goes to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Oshkosh, so it's worth supporting. All right, Adam.
That's it?
Well, I'll have to try harder to find a beer you don't like next time.
Yeah.
Bro.
I like most beer. Come on. Cheers.